Morning everyone. So it's a new day and I've decided now to clear coat these. So as I've said in the not in the previous video, but earlier on in this video, I've masked these off. I wanted the centres black because it's such an awkward place to hydro dip that you're all going to get discrepancies. Well, I am anyway, as an amateur in there. So I'm going to matte black these off right now, and all I'm going to do with that is literally just spray it on. Here's my matte black. I won't do it in the kitchen because I'm already pushing my luck for my missus with all this going on. Ooh, sorry babe. So all I'm going to do is just mist some matte black in these recesses just before I clear coat them. So I'm going to do that outside. I'm going to set outside up and we'll get on it. So as I've said, there's no special trick to this. I'm literally just matte blacking it. In the centres. Not going to be bothered about layering it up in coats. I've noticed this matte black, especially this U-Pole one, just sprays absolutely beautiful. That's all I'm going to do. So this will be coat 3 with the darker clear coat. Just turn that fan up a bit. Turn that down a bit. That's getting more like it. That's getting more like it. You see the difference now? That's exactly how, well, not exactly, but I do know that after one, when it gets its final heavy coat, the tone will be spot on for me. So that's going to need at least 15 minutes to get a bit tacky now, because there's quite a lot of clear coat on that. But yeah, look at the difference in colour. That's spot on. Spot on. I'm excited. So yeah, 15 minutes, I'm going to come back and wet coat that and it'll be finished. My GoPro's literally got 10% left, and if you know these things, that's not a lot, so I'm not going to rush this to get it done, but if it goes off, that'll be why. But I'll show you, this is the final coat anyway, so when it's all done you'll get to see it still. Hey, look, all clear coated. I've got to be quick, 1% battery, and I think it's dead. So I'm on my phone, so apologies for the shaky hands, but wow, yeah. I know it looks really dark, excuse me, but A, I wanted it dark, and B, I've got to wet flat it yet, and that will take some of the coats of the tinted clear off as I wet sand it, you see. So it's always best to go a bit too dark at first. Then you've got, well, this is what happened to the thing. I've got lines in it, 2 lines from where the fan, I think I knocked the fan adjuster going out the door, and it's just kind of gone like, whoo, like that. If I can't wet flat past that, I'll just do that part again, but the rest of it turned out absolutely beautiful. for a first attempt, eh? That's the pattern lock. And then when you clear coat over it, because I didn't want it to stand out too much, you see, I want everything on this bike black. And that carbon fibre was just too silver. So I quite like the idea of people getting closer and going, oh, is that a carbon fibre pattern under there? And me being like, yeah, but you know, when you step back a bit, it probably looks a bit gloss black. Highly recommend doing this. You know, you don't have to go all out like I did with the compressor and the paint gun. They're just things I collected over time. You could do this with a rattle can, but I don't think you'd be able to tint it unless you buy like a headlight tint spray and then clear coat over that after, or build up the layers of that headlight tint spray. But I just can't stop looking at it. I've had real carbon fibre parts in the past, real carbon fibre skinned parts as well. And don't get me wrong, there is a difference. But for the amount of labour and hours you have to put in carbon skinning something, when you can get this effect with a dip and a clear coat, I'll take that. Just so proud of it. With my big fingers. Can't believe how little bits I've got in it to say I've done it in the garden. Obviously any imperfections you do see I will wet flat out. But yeah. How cool is that? They're going to need overnight now. Well, it's the morning now, so they're going to need till tomorrow morning before I can actually handle them. But I'm so chuffed, so chuffed. Nice. So I mean, from a distance, look, you'd swear there was black. And as you get closer, you start to see the patterns. Great, so happy. Hi everyone, so I'm ready to polish now. I've sanded all my pieces back. I'll give you a quick look at these. So these are my pieces. As you can see, they're all flat. I've managed to get all the texture off for the most part anyway, but I know these are going to turn out absolutely brilliant. So what I like to do, and this is different for everyone really, but what I'll do before I start even polishing is just make sure the pad has a good coating of this cutting compound on there. Like so, just so I know it's not going to get too dry.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Well, don't listen then, Alexa. I'll unplug you. Right. So yeah, that's all I do now. Then I'll polish the part, and then from here I'll just put the polishing compound directly onto the part. So I'll probably time lapse this because the noise is going to drive you crazy. It's a full-on boom. So let's do it. So it's important as well to keep checking to make sure you are getting the results you want, and to make sure you're not causing any damage to the parts you are polishing. So it's really important to remove, wipe. I advise 2 cloths, one to pull the crap off, one to buff off what you've done, to buff up what you've done. Already you can see that's coming to a really nice shine. It looks better on camera, the shine, than it actually is, so it will take a good few passes. But hello. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing this till I've got it to the best of my abilities anyway, and then crack on with the rest of the parts. But I am happy, I am really happy. So all I'll do now is I'll just put polish directly onto the part and go from there now. It's a bit too much, I'll just put a clump up there for later. Be really cautious of your edges because you are going to pull the paint off with a machine polisher on the edges, so just go very gently. You can see with each pass it becomes more and more beautiful. And it's going to take a few more than that yet. So I'm going to skip to this bit being done. But what you've seen me doing there is the first part, and it will just be a continuation of that for a good 25 minutes, I'm sure. And then I'll show you what I do for the next step. I'll see you when this is all done. Flipping heck you lot, look at this. Oh, I've got polishing compound all over my hands and stuff. Look at that though. I know for a lot of people that might be the carbon, or the lacquer might be a bit dark, but this is, for me, this is absolutely banging. This is exactly what I wanted. Oh, I'm so flipping happy. Look at that. So, what I'm going to do now to finish this piece off is remove, put aside, super resin polish on a finishing pad. I've said this a lot, but it's true. There are so many ways of doing this. Like, people have their own ways. I find for me, this gives me the results I'm happy with. So there's no point in changing that if I'm happy with the end result. And now it'll just be a case of lightly going over the whole thing. Is that in shot? Buff to finish. Clean all the excess polishing compound off. And for me, personally, I would call that done. Get a load of that. God, it's shiny as hell, man. And that is my carbon fibre mudguard. Real hugger. Bloody hell. Where's my phone? I'll get the torch on it. That's gorgeous, man. Ah, flipping heck. Right, so everything you've seen me do to this, I'm going to do to all my little bits and bobs. And I'll show you when they're all polished and shiny. See you soon. Look! Look at these! Look how well they've turned out. And everything's come out way better than I expected it would. Everything. I just can't believe how shiny it is. I think I tinted it just right too. Oh my God, look at all that. Look. Oh, I'm so overjoyed, guys. I'm so impressed with it. This is it. You know what though? It'd be well easy to go overboard with it, wouldn't it? I'm not going to though. I think there's like one or two more bits I want to do, and that's it. That would be it. But wow, couldn't ask for better results, could I? It's that shine. Done that under some tarpaulin again. Just. I mean, look, that's what it used to look like. Bam. Really, really happy with them. Cannot wait to see him on the bike. Buzzing. Peace out. Hello, bonjour, good afternoon. Is it afternoon? Yeah, of course it's afternoon. Hello. So, thought I'd come at you with another day. Oh, look. Very shiny. I've been cleaning it like an absolute lunatic. I've had all these fairings off the bottom, clay barred, polished, waxed, everything. I moused those off. I got all up in there with some ACF 50, done everywhere I could reach with that. So the next thing I want to do is remove these stickers. That's coming off because I don't need to be told to use petrol in 4 different languages. I don't need to be told to wear a helmet in 3 different languages. And I don't need that sticker there, HISS, when I've got it right there, HISS. And to go with what I'm going for with the bike, all black, it's coming off. Now, this is also coming off. Unit Pro Link sticker. Now, I know this is probably going to upset a lot of purists out there, and you're saying, Rick, you're devaluing the bike, blah, blah, blah. I get that, I do get that, but it's also my bike, innit? And I've got an idea of how I want this to look, and I want it as neat as possible, as black as possible. I've seen some black fairing kits out there. So even though I've been polishing these up to make them shiner, they will be going black. But that's something I wanted to ask people. Am I being stupid, or can I get a cap that would cover these? These are, I think these are the engine mounts. Look like the engine mounting bolt things. It's just bugging me a bit that it looks like something's missing, right? It's not just me. So if anyone knows anything about that, please let me know. What I'm also going to do today as well is strip the back end off so I can get to painting this. Obviously I won't, well, not obviously, but I won't be painting that today. But I will get it ready to be painted today. So yeah, all I'm going to be doing now is de-stickering. So nothing exciting, geezers. I've got a hairdryer. And I'm just going to warm these up forevermore until they're all off. So I'll see you then. Well, that is a very, very quick method. I don't know why I didn't think of this before now. I peeled the sticker off. Obviously, whenever you peel stickers off, life's never simple. It makes it awkward as hell and leaves masses of residue behind that you do have to spend ages picking up. But I peeled the sticker off and I thought, oh, you know the degreaser that I use to degrease things? Yeah. Put some of that on a cloth, give it a wipe, and it just immediately just took all that residue off. Wonderful. Wish I'd have known that doing these stickers, because they took some graft, they did. So yeah, one down, many more to go. Hi everyone, I've been a bit busy. As you can see, the bike is pretty much all black, bar a couple of little things. I know a lot of people out there are going to be like, Rick, you shouldn't have done that because it takes away the originality of the bike. This is my bike, and this is how I wanted it to look, and I flipping love it more now than I thought I ever could love it. So what I've done, I've decided on this part above the pillion peg is I've decided to go matte black with paint. I tried to match it to this one, but it's textured and it didn't go as textured as I'd hoped, but I feel like it blends a lot better. I was thinking if I was to gloss black it next to this, I'm not so sure it'd look, I'm not so sure it'd flow properly, but for me, I think that's the best choice I've made there, is to matte black this panel off. You can buy carbon fibre whatever these parts of the fairing anyway, and they're glossy, and I do intend to buy them. And I thought if it was gloss, it'd look too much, so I thought gloss, matte. You see, that's why I've gone. But my fairings are looking oh so super shiny and nice. I've taken all my stickers off the gas tank. I watch too much YouTube. Off the petrol tank, fuel tank, gas tank. And just as I'm about to look at these, my carbon fibre bits that I've done myself, that probably look gloss black because it's quite dark in here. But just as I was about to put it back and say, right, that's enough for today, the nice Amazon man turned up and delivered these. These were £9.90 with free next day prime delivery. I'm not so sure if they're going to suit it because they're a bit super modern looking. But for a tenner, I'm going to chuck them on and ride it and see how I feel. So, undo that bolt. It comes with all sorts of adjust, to get it right. That's what I'm going to do. So, let's do it.
Fit things, I'm going to fit things, see these nuts here, I'm going to fit these ring mirrors too here, I'm going to fit these, if they don't fit well, I'm going to say please fit all day long, fit, this is the fitting song.
Got tired last night, so I waited till today. I think they look quite cool, I really do. I'm going to run them for a week, see how I feel. Yeah, but do you know what? I was thinking in bed last night, before I buy my black rear sets, I'm going to try and hydro dip them, see how they turn out, and then put a sod load of clear coat over them. Now obviously these wore out, look. I expected that, because my feet are running up and down on that, but you can buy black pegs, so if I can do a good enough job of these, get loads of clear coat on them, then it might just look okay. Might just look okay. So I'm going to give that a blast today. So I'm going to remove them, hydro dip them, clear coat them, and put them back on the bike.
Black, dipped, cleared. Hi everyone, I just have to interject and explain what's happened here. I recorded the best part of half an hour's worth of footage, and it was all to do with me fitting my indicators, tinting my headlights, and my new levers. And it's my fault. I've managed to delete all the videos I've made, and there's no way for me to retrieve them. So I'm going to apologise now and just hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I've took a video at the end of everything I've done to the bike, so you can see what I've done. But unfortunately, there's no footage of me actually doing it. So apologies for that. But here's what I've done anyway. In fact, no, not here's what I've done. Let's go for a ride around, because this video is quite dark and just stuck in my kitchen. So we'll go for a cruise around, and then at the end I'll show you what I've done to the bike. Cheers guys. Oh, look at this, look at the weather. Oh, it's cold, but it's bright, and the sun's in my eyes. The sun is in my eyes in December. That's right, it's December the 1st, and the sun is in my eyes. That's that's amazing. So I've got an errand to, well, not an errand really, I've just got to nip to my sister's to drop something off for her. And well, for those who are interested, she's bought this outdoor light for her garden, and it came without a plug, and I'm the Mr. Go-To guy for anything that needs fixing or repairing in my family, so she gave it me to chuck a plug on. I've done that. I'm going to take it back round for an hour, and I think it's just any excuse to get on my bike really. But I'm on my way there now, and bloody hell, I'll tell you what, it's lovely. I mean, it's cold, don't get me wrong. In fact, it's very cold, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm doubled up. I'm in some decent textiles with base layers on my legs and a t-shirt and a hoodie underneath my textiles jacket, my gloves, my neck warmer, you know, 2 pairs of socks, proper boots, and the wind is still cooling me off big time. So I'm doing 26 miles an hour as well, and I can feel it. So I imagine that this time of year you're just cruising because as much as I'd like to go a bit quicker, not too quick though, Mum, I promise, just a bit quicker, yeah, it's just too flipping cold, isn't it? Unless I'm just getting older, you know, and I think it might have something to do with getting older, because I tell you what, as soon as I hit 30, I'm 32 now, but as soon as I hit 30, everything changed, and I thought it was just a myth. Oh, they will get tired more often, and oh, you need this, you need that, and this will happen, that will happen. I was like, sod off, that ain't happening to me. I'm not saying I'm an old man, but I'm certainly telling you there is something to do with you turning 30 that just ain't quite the same as being 29. But yeah, oh man, back in the day, I'd have been on this bike in a vest in December. You know, that'd have been me. Oh, I'm not bothered, I just want to look cool. I just want to look really cool. So I'm going to go out in a jeans and vest in December. I nip to shop. God, idiot. But I thought I'd just bring you along with me on this ride, because when I was I'm currently editing the video, my Hydro Dip Part 2, this video that you're watching, and I've realised a lot of it's dark. Like, it's mainly just all in my kitchen with really bad lighting, which is going to change, guys, because flipping it. Anyway, before I get sidetracked, let me carry on what I was going to say. I just realised it was all quite dark and a bit samey, so I just thought, you know what, this is going to just probably have no place in the video, because I'm going to chuck it right in the middle of the video, just to brighten the video up a bit. Just to have a break from that dark kitchen and me just prattling about with nuts and bolts and paint and stuff like that. These levers that I bought, and you might recognise these because they are exactly the same as what I had on the LXR 125, and in particular, well, I wanted these ones in particular, that's what I'm trying to say, because I think the quality of these levers is brilliant. I like, absolutely brilliant, and when I put them on the LXR, it changed the entire bike. And I really wanted the same levers, and I wanted them black. Now, it wasn't until I was looking for levers on this bike, I looked on eBay, and it was like CBR 600 RR levers, 100 odd quid. You can get some cheapo ones, but they didn't look like they was going to fit. Like from the pictures, they looked different fitment altogether. But then I saw Lextech come up in the Google search, and I thought, oh, Lextech, because I know it's a bit naive of me to, or a bit stupid of me just to assume that they only do Lex Moto, but up until that point I just assumed Lextech only stocked Lex Moto parts. Flipping out, they stock loads of stuff. And don't get me, it sounds like a sponsorship thing, but it's flipping not. I'm just saying that, like, they actually stock a lot of stuff, and it's really cheap. I got these levers for my bike for like 30 odd quid with the discount code E3AY. So it looks like the word eBay, but instead of the B, you're using the number 3. I'll put a link to that in the description, so if you want to buy anything, chuck that code in, and I think it's 15% off, which paid for my delivery. So for like 30 quid I got some really nice levers that absolutely just straight out the box, straight on the bike. There was no faffing about, and it saved me about 70 quid, because levers I've been looking at, similar to these ones, are around £100. And I couldn't be happy with these for 30 quid delivered, so really I'm well happy with that. And I love the short ones, I don't know why, I just do. I just think they tidied the bike up a bit. But everything else I'll show you a close-up of, and I'll get some good lighting in. What else was there? Yeah, that was it. One of my subscribers, Dean, I think your name's Dean. Apologies if it's wrong, but I think he calls himself Dean the Baked Bean. But it's one of my subscribers. I'm very grateful for, as I'm with all of you. He supported me on Patreon, And God bless him, he gave me, he pledged £5, which I thought was like, when that happened, I was like, really? Like it was a long shot putting it up there, and I thought whatever I get, if I get anything, I'll just buy things for the channel, and I'll show you doing that. I'll show you what I get each month, and I'll show you what I buy with it. I'm not going to try and just scam a few quid off people and put it in my pocket. Like, I want this channel to be interesting and good, and at the minute all I've got is a GoPro, and it's really hard for me to make, like, I know a lot of it's got to be down to me content wise, but I feel like a few things would help. A tripod to get better angles, good lighting to get better lighting so you can properly see what I'm doing, like my kitchen for example. I was thinking if I had a tripod and some good lighting, the whole dynamic of that would change. It wouldn't go from a dark, not very much detailed video to, oh right, we can really see what he's doing, you know, at a good angle. But I just want to say, nice one, Dean, Baked Bean, thank you very much. Motorbike! Yeah, God bless you. I'm so happy and grateful for that. But he had a great idea. He says, why don't you get a pen and write on your helmet the name of everyone who becomes a patron? And I thought that is absolutely smashing. And I've got two helmets. I've got two matte black helmets. This is my vlogging one, which I'd probably use, in fact I would use, to write the names on. And then I've got just a straight matte black HGC one, which I'd use for myself personal if I'm not recording or vlogging or anything like that. But I'm going to do that. Does he want me to use his real name or his online name? And he says just use Baked Bean 11, and I'm going to put him right here, and I'm going to put Louise, my other patron, on this side. So let's do this. Forgive me for my writing. Baked Bean. I hope that's cool, dude. I've used orange because beans are orange, right? So I've done that. Look, quick drying, permanent oil-based ink, ideal for metal, wood, stone, glass, ceramics, rubber, and helmets. Don't say helmets, by the way. It just says more. Right, so this is Louise. It does, doesn't it? Oh, I wanted to do that.
Hang on. There we go.
Let's give her a girly circle. Louise M. How's that?
Yay!
Thank you to my... Hold on, I'm going to make this a bit brighter because the rest of it's brighter than that. Yay! There we go. So thank you to my patrons for that, and I'll wear that with pride. That looks quite cool, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you, Baked Bean. In fact, I might touch that up as well because that's a bit dark. Oh no, it's nice. It looks dark through there. But it's actually quite...
Right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, guys. That's going to stay with me forevermore. Well, thank you very much, guys. Their donations to Patreon will go towards a new GoPro battery, and thank you very much. See you soon. Oh, cool. Thought it was a great idea. So thank you again, Baked Bean. Appreciate that. Oh, this bike gets smoother. I'm really sure it gets smoother. Right, I've been waffling on for a bit, so I'm going to nip to my sister's, probably have a cup of tea, and then I'm going to try and find somewhere scenic to show you. Well, show you what I've done to the bike. Right, so you all know where we are by now. I'm sorry it's getting a bit boring. When things open back up, I'm sure I'll take you along with me to some more interesting places. But here we go. I mean, I've got a bit of mud on the tail now, which is slightly annoying because I wanted to show you, and down there, I want to show you how pretty it is. So from the front to the back, this is where it goes. This is what I've done. Obviously, these mirrors, I didn't think I was going to think much of these mirrors, but I actually like them on the bike, and they actually work well. It's not like they're just for show. I'm checking them, I can see behind me. The only thing the OEM ones have over these ones is at a certain RPM these vibrate, but it's only at that certain RPM at about 3000. But other than that, I think they look great and they perform well, and there was 10 quid and they fit fine. So they're really sturdy, really happy with them. I fly eye tinted the front headlights. Again, this is personal preference, but I think that really looks good. Moving back from there, my levers, I've already spoken about these. My Lextech beauties, I absolutely love the bike, they feel great, the quality is as good as I remember them being on the LXR, fit like a glove, so I cannot moan at them, I love those. The carbon fibre part, this is the same on the other side, carbon fibre part, carbon fibre part. Yep, and as you know, this panel, or this part of the frame was grey, I've painted that black to match. Moving across, these were silver, I painted them black, they chipped off. I carbon dipped them, gave them about 5 or 6 coats of clear coat. As you can see, there's just no signs of rubbing whatsoever, and I've been all up in them today. That's fine. I've also carbon dipped and painted my rear hugger. Painted the pillion pegs black. Removed all stickers apart from the bottom Honda one, because the plan was to remove it, but I quite like it there if I'm honest. I've also fitted flush-ish indicators, smoked, and compared to how they used to be, big Dumbo ones that stuck out, that's really streamlined the bike. I painted this black, this was silver, colour coded that to the bike, and the heat shield behind it was silver, which stuck out like a sore thumb. I've painted that in some heat proof paint. Next things to attach to the bike, modification wise, is the integrated tail light, to get rid of all of this. But yeah, that's where I'm at with the bike, and hopefully you agree that looks good, right? Looks really good. So good, in fact, it's another picture. This is a beautiful place to get some pictures. Look at that. Okay, so that's going to be it, I think. Take it back home now. Wrap it up. Well, not wrap it up because I want to 3-stage polish it, but I won't be doing that until my new shed's up. So I don't think there'll be a video of me for a week or two, because I can't really do anything until my new shed arrives. Yeah, probably be about a week or two for another video, because I don't want to just chuck videos up of crap. I want to put them up with a reason. I don't want to just try and find things to record. I'd rather you watch something somewhat interesting. Am I still recording? Yeah, I'm recording. Oh, that is a pretty bike. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, that's lovely. Look at the size of that fuel tank. Oh, my mate would like that. Chris, I bet you'd like that bigger. Right. They say there's no place like home, but when you're on 2 wheels, there's no place like the road. And you don't want to go home. Absolutely not. But yeah, you're welcome, no worries. Yeah, you're welcome, no worries. Right guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Peace up.